That's my segment.
It's your segment. I have
That's
a couple of things,
crazy.
but you're probably going to talk about them.
I doubt it.
Okay.
Weyes Blood had a new song, Grapevine. Very good, very good.
Is it better than the Marvin Gaye song?
To be determined.
Okay.
I feel like both the singles for this record are pretty sick so far. So I am very excited for November 18th when this comes out. I think that's the day it's coming
November 18th.
out. But yeah, we'll have a reaction to that. So, you know,
Yes.
it's out there, but Grapevine, very good, very good. What else we got? We got King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, album 2, Laminated Denim. Sorry to everybody who is in the comment section of Ice Mushroom blah blah blah. There won't be a reaction to this, but I'll talk about it right now. So that'll suffice. Yeah, everybody expected Timeline 2, which is what I expected, and then we didn't get that at all. It's got the same concept in the fact that like there's a ticking clock that's the baseline of every song. And that is the only constant. It's like a polyrhythm in the song. But then they just built this like huge, insane, like progressive rock, psychedelic type thing over the top of it. And it is very good. I think most people said this in the comments, but yes, it did blow everybody's expectations away from it. I don't think people were expecting something like this because I was expecting more EDM because that's what Timeland was. Which I re-listened to Timeland and I do like it more than I did the first time. That's probably because I'm listening to it on good headphones and not a record player on an unofficial record release of it. Because that was the only way you could do it before. But it is on Spotify now. So
Epic.
It's not listed as an album though. It's listed as a single for some reason. Even though Laminated Denim is the same length and it's listed as an album. But yeah, this is a very, very, very good little 30-minute piece. It's kind of similar to the Dripping Tap, except I would argue that it's probably better because like you just get these 2 tracks for it. In 30 minutes, there's a lot more switch ups. There's a lot. It's a very fun listen. There's not too much to dig into with it, but like I am glad that it's this high of a quality for this. This kind of seemed like the tiny little album that they threw in there, but it's definitely still worth your time. No pun intended. I didn't even try to do that. I'm just on it right now. They also released another new song today as of recording, Hate Dancing. Yeah. This is from Changes, which will be coming out on the 28th. I'm sure you like this song a lot better than I do because this is like your jam when it comes to King Gizzard. So
yeah, it's a freaking Stevie Wonder song.
Yes, it really is. It's in the same key and everything.
Yeah, it's literally. I mean, when that started, I'm like, oh, this isn't she lovely?
Yep.
I'm like,
oh, it's like so close. But yeah, it's pretty good. I'm still excited for Changes. I think it's going to be a very like retro sounding record, just based off like the cover and this single. So we'll have a reaction to that one up as well. A lot of King Gizzard this month.
What can you do?
And they're pulling weight. All these have been really great so far. So they are just knocking it out of the park. Only other thing I have, I'm just speed running this because that's what I do. Saw Billy Woods on Friday. He came to town for a free show on his Ethiops tour. I don't know how they pulled him for a free show, but it was definitely like one of the coolest concert experiences I've had. I went with my girlfriend. We went. It's in a restaurant, like on the UW campus, which I was not expecting. It's in like this old like memorial hall. So like we went up these huge steps, and it's all like pretty and there's like marble and everything. And then we go downstairs and it's like there's a UW shop for like campus stuff. And then there's just like this restaurant that's like themed as like old German like stuff. So they just had like beer and pretzels everywhere. I'm like, this is crazy. And when we got to the show, we saw Billy Woods get out of the car in the parking ramp as we were parking. So we walked behind him on the way in, which was kind of wild.
Yeah.
I'm just like, look, he's right there. Yeah, that was super cool. Yeah, but Shrapnel opened for him. Shrapnel is also on Backwoods. It's Curly Castro and Prem Rock. That's what it is. There's too many backwoods people at this point to keep up, but they did pretty good. Prem Rock did his DJing himself on stage. I feel like a lot of underground acts do that. Curly Castro did fantastic, amazing charisma and everything. It was like probably like 100-person show because it's like a free show in a restaurant with like tables out, and it's not promoted that much. So it was very, very intimate. Like we were very close. It was awesome, but the sound in there was not bad either. I think they have concerts there like somewhat regularly, so like the sound system was actually pretty nice. But these are shows where like when you see Kendrick or whatever, it's more of a performance. So he obviously can't have breath control to do full verses, because it's physically impossible for a human to be able to do that when you're doing stage theatrics. This stuff, nah. This is like you're in a live studio setting. They will spit through entire verses flawlessly, just back to back to back to back. Something I haven't really like experienced in real life. I'm like, oh my God, they just go. Like this is what the studio version sounds like when they just like, they get every single thing down perfectly. It's so nice. But yeah, they did great as an opener. And then Billy Woods probably had like an hour or 15-minute set. It was a very casual thing. It was a concert, but it was more of like a, you know, like a secret little show. It was very intimate. Just cracking jokes the whole time. Just like, oh, let's run this one back. Let's just do this one. Which was a really cool vibe. That's what I kind of expected.
That sounds like perfect.
It was really nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were like front row. Seeing his face is like still a trip to me because he intentionally blurs his face online. That's part of his persona. You can only see his face when you see him in person. So like eyes are a big thing. You don't realize that until you never see someone's eyes. And you're like, whoa, this is different. But he's always in character. He came out and he's like, can we dim these lights up here, please? Because like, you know, you could see him pretty well. And then they dim the lights and I was like, yep, this is Billy Woods. But he played through some of Ethiop's. I was wondering how he was going to do that because in concert settings, you kind of want something with a heavier low end. Ethiop's has virtually no drums for the first 2 songs until like track 3 onward. So, I mean, he still stayed on beat. It was crazy. But he ran through the first 3. The drums on Warv's live is crazy. Yeah, but the flows are insane. You pick up on lyrical things more in person as well because you can hear it more clearly in the mix. But yeah, he ran through a lot of Ethiops. He did some of the new record Church as well. Church is still growing on me. It's so insanely good. I thought it was like kind of the afterthought of Ethiops, but it's on par with it. I think it's getting there at least. This man might have my 2 top rap albums this year, which is kind of wild. But those songs sounded so good live with the heavy bass on it. His DJ that he brought around as well was really, really good. He had like the old school turntable and drum machines hooked up to it. So like halfway through the set when he needed to get tea or whatever, the DJ just went off on made a beat live, did the whole record scratching and everything for like a 5-minute thing, and it was really cool. It felt like you were in like a New York underground hip-hop club. Like this is actual underground hip-hop. It was really amazing. He did like 4 off of Hiding Places, and Hiding Places has amazing like live bass lines, so going through the subwoofers was insane. But yeah, everybody knew all the songs. Like it was just a super cool vibe, super chill. It's one of those things where it's like, especially with Billy Woods, I got this with Kendrick too, but we were so far away it didn't really sink in. But like with Billy Woods, it's like his identity is secretive, but at the same time he runs an indie label. He's very out there, but like you don't realize that like the person, he's just got like such a cool like chill vibe. Yeah, it was like a super intimate experience, super chill. I didn't get any records or anything, unfortunately. Their merch table was pretty low. I was going to bring a vinyl and have him sign it, but like the vinyl that I have of his is very limited, and I wasn't going to risk like having something happen to it or get it damaged in any way in transport or anything. But that's fine. It's the only concert I've never taken pictures of either. Like it literally felt like a listening party. like those things that people get invited to. But yeah, it was super, super cool experience. Definitely recommend if you can ever see him on tour. We got in live, so super small crowd. But yeah, back on my Billy Woods, got to sing praises to him pretty much every time his name comes up.
Yeah.
Yeah, a really great show.
Speaking of listening parties, this was the thing that you have not talked about. I don't know if you've even seen it. SZA had a kind of quasi listening party for her new record. Yeah.
I did not see that.
Yeah. I say quasi. It was 4 songs off the new record. She rented out like a trampoline dodgeball place. And then people just showed up to play dodgeball with SZA. And then there was just 4 of her new songs playing through the speakers.
That's awesome.
So I don't know what that means. But
she could drop this year still. Who knows?
That's, I mean, she has been mentioning like, I'm on this new era. She's been mentioning a new album like throughout her tweets the past couple of weeks. So
yeah, I wonder if TD's finally gonna let her start the rollout process.
There's a big old rumor that the first single is coming out on Friday, but
okay, we'll see.
Maybe.
Also, this just came out today. No Worries is back. Anderson .Paak and I completely forgot his name. That's I'm a very good music journalist. No Worries is a group between
Knowledge.
Knowledge. Anderson .Paak and Knowledge. So yeah, they're having a new record come out. There was rumors of this, and it is coming true. There's a single coming out in a couple weeks, I think. Unless it's like, it might be this. I felt like it was the 28th. I could be wrong. But yeah, they're having a single come out. I'm guessing the album will follow soon after.
No, it'll probably take 5 months.
We're not dealing with Bruno this time. But I'm excited for that. The first No Worries is a pretty cool record. I need to listen to it more. I feel like I never like fully got into it. But I'm very excited for that. So that's the other thing I forgot. But other than that, just been jamming Joy Division and King Gizzard and,
That's awesome, dude. Yeah. Let me see. Oh, I listened to the other Lizzie McAlpine record. I have Give Me a Minute on the Wheel. It's a great fall girl acoustic indie folk record. She had a new record, came out this year in April. It's a transition. It is a stark change from the other record. Uses a lot of synth. This one I would say is more indie pop. It felt kind of like the new Lucy record, like that kind of music, which compared to just a guitar Nick Drake style was I was so surprised. There's like a thrash metal part of a song. Like, okay, this is all over the place. I need to listen to it a little bit more, but there was some songs that stuck out kind of immediately where I'm like, oh, this is kind of cool, but not at all what I was expecting. So I need to kind of go back and listen to that. Probably won't get to Fall Girl vibes for a while because I think we're going to be starting a fan marathon pretty soon.
Yeah, and it snowed this morning, so.
Oh, it didn't snow here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so
sad.
I feel
like there's a very brief fall moment there that was really nice. So hopefully that comes back.
Yeah, we haven't watched Over the Garden Wall yet, so
yeah.
I would like to do that before all the leaves come off.
Yeah.
So this week, well, Joy Division's coming out. Came out a couple days ago.
Yep.
So next week we're doing The Weeknd. And then the week after, I think we're going to do Arca. and then we'll do the fan marathon. I think that's the tentative schedule right now.